Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of 1923 Main Street.
Home of the Disney Travel Podcast with the latest Disney travel news. We are your hosts.
I am Mike Bellabraddock.
And I'm Amelia Bellabraddock. And today, Disneyland news, as well as some Walt Disney World pool closures, and of course, a holiday foodie guide.
So these foodie guides, they're running rampant. If you are a regular listener, you will know last week we did the gingerbread foodie guide. This week, Disney has dropped a bomb. It is a snowstorm, a tsunami of holiday food.
In addition to the already established gingerbread foodie guide.
Yeah, so there is so much. Well, we're going to get to that in a minute. But first, we have a couple of other news items before we start making you hungry.
Yes. So firstly, Disneyland Adventureland Treehouse will return with its new look in 2023 at the latest. And so when it reopens, it will be themed after Walt Disney's Swiss Family Treehouse, same as it is in Disney World. And
this is where I was wondering, why are they doing this? Are they making a movie? Now, if you haven't seen Swiss Family Robinson is a classic Disney movie from the 60s. I remember it as a little kid.
Have not seen it.
So, yeah, I always wondered. It was Tarzan's treehouse, I believe, at Disneyland before this.
Have not seen that either.
So it only takes a quick search to discover
that Disney is remaking their 1960 movie as the Swiss Family Treehouse series on Disney+.
Yeah, I'm sort of looking forward to that. I hope it's good. So it's a great story if you don't know it. Definitely learn about Swiss Family Robinson. And anyway, the new treehouse is going to have sort of new environments to reflect that among the branches of this giant tree on the shores of the Jungle River. There's the mother's music den and the young son's nature room and the teenage daughter's astronomer's loft.
Ooh, where can I get that?
Yeah, and everything's created from found objects, which reminded me of all the Tinkerbell movies, which I miss. They have not done one in so long.
Yeah, because the studio closed.
Oh, but still, they can redo them.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, not redo them, but they can, there are other studios for Disney animation.
Fair point.
So anyway, watch for that. We don't have a specific date. They just said 2023, but we will share more news as it comes. And in other news,
Walt Disney World has some pool closures coming up.
Just one.
The Oak Manor Leisure Pool in the Magnolia Bend at Disney's Port Orleans Resort Riverside has recently been closed for a brief refurbishment, not too long, and it will likely reopen at some point in mid-December.
Yeah, so really not long at all, just a few weeks, and then the other ones, Old Man Island and the other pools are open, so there are other places to go. And hey, we're sort of getting out of pool weather anyway, I think, and we're Canadian. We say that even in Florida. I don't like to go swimming if it's 60s in Florida.
Yeah, especially because everyone's there around the December season.
Although I do remember Amelia's very, very first trip to Walt Disney World. We stayed at the Polynesian. She was a little baby. It was December. It was a Christmas trip. Hey, your first one. And it was cold. It was barely 60. It was just over 60 or 65. The pool was open. The lifeguards were wearing ski jackets, and you were the only one in the water with your mother. I stood safely on the side and took photos.
So, hey, if you want a private pool photo for your Instagram, December's the time to go.
I know they were saying, those Canadians, they probably think this is warm. No, we do not.
No.
She just wanted to go in because it was a Disney pool.
Not all of us live in Nunavut.
She was 2 years old, so what the heck.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the festive foodie guide. We'll start with the resorts at Walt Disney World. Now, we noticed one thing. We're going to go through something different this time because there are literally hundreds and hundreds of items. Obviously, you don't want to hear it verbally. You would never be able to remember all this. So definitely check out our show notes and our blog post because we have everything listed there. But what we're going to do today is our top 5 list across all resorts. Parks and Disney Springs and Disneyland.
But not all parks. I want to preface this. There is no Magic Kingdom and no Epcot available yet, so just Hollywood and Animal Kingdom.
As we went through this, we noticed that, Epcot and Kingdom are not here, probably because Epcot's sort of Festival of Holidays has its own, and Very Merry Christmas Party sort of takes over the Christmas theming at Magic Kingdom.
So don't worry, more foodie guides coming soon.
But honestly, what did you notice when you looked at this?
So much food.
But you made a comment to me saying, wow, this place has so much better food.
They're all on the same thing at Walt Disney World. And then you head over to Disneyland And suddenly there's a lot more variety. It's not just peppermint chocolate.
And there's way more. So there's obviously way more food at Disney World. But when you
there?
look at it's like 4 pages of my notes.
And they don't even have all the lists.
Versus 1. Yeah. And that's without 2 parks. So, but hey, there's some pretty good stuff at Disney World. Now, remember, we do these foodie guides as Disney travelers like you, our listeners. We don't live in Orlando. We can't go there every single day and eat every single thing and test them all. No, that's unrealistic for most of us and our listeners as the Disney Travel Podcast. When you go there, what we're going to do is help you. These are the ones you should try in our taste. Your mileage may vary, but we're not locals. You're not locals as travelers, so you can eat it all.
I do.
Here's our top 5 list of must-dos.
Point out, I do not like peppermint, and I will get very sick of chocolate very quickly. So these picks are going to be a little bit different because 90% of their food is chocolate peppermint.
Peppermint, cranberry, sort of cinnamon. Those are the Christmas type of themes for food.
I like cinnamon and gingerbread, but peppermint, absolutely not.
Most of this is sweet. There are only a few savory dishes amongst this list. Again, we have everything listed, but let us dive in with our personal top 5 picks. And I threw a few drinks in there too. So I'm going to start.
All right.
Always a standby. You can always pretty much guarantee that this place is going to have something very creative and delicious. I'm at Disney Springs at Amorette's Patisserie.
Oh.
And their ornament mousse dome cake. It looks like a Christmas ornament. It's toasted marshmallow and hot chocolate mousse on a graham cracker chiffon cake. Very, very picturesque and delicious. And this is available through December 30th.
Yes. Another good thing about that is it's very Instagrammable, but I also feel like it would taste good. Like it would actually be enjoyable to eat. Next, I would want to hop over to Disney's Hollywood Studios, my favorite park. It also has the best food at the ABC
Commissary. The ABC Commissary, like ABC, the network they own. A commissary is like a cafeteria. It's where sort of employees eat.
See, why did I picture the Toy Story Land blocks like the A?
You like the commissary. You just don't pay attention to the names of places.
That's a better point. So, the Holiday Minnie Mouse Bundt Cake, which is a spice cake rolled in cinnamon sugar with apple pie filling, and it's topped with spiced maple buttercream and salted caramel icing. Yes? So this is available from now all the way through January 1st, so please go and get this. It sounds absolutely delicious.
Now I'm going to hop over to a deluxe resort, Animal Kingdom Lodge. As you know, I don't love staying there, but I do love visiting there. They have some good dining, they have some great decor, and at the Mara, they have the Mickey Santa hat. As I'm going back over these, I'm discovering I do like the sort of picturesque, artful ones that taste good. So this is a chai mousse. Like chai tea, chai, well, I guess chai does mean tea. So when you say chai tea, it's tea. It's sort of like bincho grill in my barbecue, which means grill in Japanese. So grill, tea. Anyway, it's a chai mousse with coconut marshmallow. It's looks like a Santa hat. Very cool at the Mara at Animal Kingdom Lodge. Not out yet. November 28th to New Year's Eve. That will be available.
Forward to it. All right, next up, also at the ABC Commissary, but also at other...
Oh, see, you like the commissary.
I do. I love it. But it is also available at other locations throughout the park. This is a frozen salted caramel hot chocolate topped with mini marshmallows and chocolate sauce.
Wait, how is it a frozen hot chocolate? Is it hot chocolate and then they freeze it?
I don't know.
Oh, that sounds pretty interesting.
It looks really good from the photos I've seen, and anything that's frozen in caramel, count me in. I'll buy it. Even if I don't like it, I will probably buy it anyways, let's be honest.
Keeping up with my theme, I'm going over to the Yacht Club Resort at the market at Ale and Compass. The Christmas Tree Delight, another picturesque one.
Oh.
This one, look, I like these mousses I'm noticing. It's funny because I'm just doing this, but when I'm reading back through it on the air here, this is a hot cocoa mousse with a marshmallow center on a chocolate cookie. Very cool looking. Simple, so it's going to be delicious. It's available right now through New Year's Day at the market at Ale and Compass in the Yacht Club.
And next up, also at Hollywood Studios at the Trolley Car Cafe, available till January 1st, is the Mickey Mouse gingerbread cookie. Kind of basic, but very good.
I had this on my list as well.
But I don't need them to do these over-the-top, Instagrammable, fondant-covered, like, delights. I just want a gingerbread cookie, and Disney is coming through.
Now, there's two, because I can talk about this in a minute. This one is the Mickey head. The outline of the Mickey head, that gingerbread cookie. I also had that on mine, so I'm going to jump ahead to my final one at Walt Disney World, because I also snuck a few in for Disneyland.
Of course, so did I.
Rounding out my top 5 at Walt Disney World is at Disney's Polynesian Village Resort at the Pineapple Lanai. So you know what this is going to be?
Ugh.
The Olume Christmas Float, my all-time favorite. It's a lime Dole Whip float with pineapple juice and a white chocolate medallion, and strawberry popping candy. And I'm wondering if they'll do me a rum version. But if not, I will still have it. So awesome Dole Whip lime Christmas float.
And my final thing at Walt Disney World, this is actually only available on Christmas Day itself at various moderate and value resorts. Yeah, you'd have to travel to get this one too. This is an apple tart, which is just a classic apple tart with crunchy streusel and cinnamon glaze on top. A little bit simpler, but it does sound very good.
And it looks really, really good too. So I'm going to throw a few drinks in. And I love doing, if you have not been, a little plug here, if you have not been to my personal website at MikeBellabraddock.com, what I love doing is creating cocktails themed after Disney attractions. So I have a Space Mountain ride cocktail, the Starport 75. But I'm doing my Christmas ones now. I just dropped the Jingle Cruise, the first one. So definitely check it out if you like cocktails Disney themed after Disney rides. I create original ones. Yes, I do all the testing for you. Don't worry. It is part of my job to taste all those cocktails. But here are 3 winners at Walt Disney World right now. At the Boathouse is the Christmas Old Fashioned. Got to try this. It's rosemary and cranberry simple syrup with Heaven's Door whiskey. At Dockside Margaritas, we have the Candy Cane Margarita. Yes, there's your peppermint. This is tequila, peppermint syrup, lime juice, and a float of cranberry juice. Float on top. And at Deluxe Burger, they have a mocktail, peppermint cookies and cream shake. So it's vanilla gelato, peppermint syrup, and cookie crumbles. So really simple, but if you're looking for a peppermint cocktail or a mocktail, a peppermint milkshake, basically, head to Deluxe Burger. All right.
All I got from that was head over to the Boathouse because it is the best. It is the best.
Yes, our favorite. All right, Disneyland Resort, rounding it out.
Yes, so first off, at the Pretzel Cart in Frontierland, this is a holiday cookie pretzel, which is available now through January 8th, and this is a ginger snap cookie dusted pretzel with vanilla icing dipping sauce. This sounds delicious, and it looks very nice too if you want your special Instagram photos.
And I'm going over to Disneyland Park at the Jolly Holiday Bakery. Again, peppermint. This is a peppermint cookie donut. So it's a specialty donut with peppermint icing, crushed peppermint, chocolate cream-filled cookies, and whipped topping. So definitely sweet.
So you know what? Some people like peppermint. You provide the peppermint news. I will eat all of the other food that's probably less popular because it's not peppermint. That's fine. Shorter lines for me. And over at Disney's California Adventure Park, from Award Wieners, available now through January.
Award Wieners. I love that place.
Available now through January 8th. This is the Bananas Foster Funnel Cake Fries.
Oh, this one looks decadent.
It looks like a mountain. And
crazy.
It is topped with cinnamon, banana sugar, caramel sauce, whipped topping, and fried bananas. It actually looks delicious, and I would be so excited to try this.
And at Market House, and at many other places, I should say, is the Mickey Mouse gingerbread, the other one we were talking about. So the one that looks more like a gingerbread man or woman, a gingerbread person, the sort of full, not just the head, but the full gingerbread cookie. So it's a soft Mickey-shaped gingerbread cookie. There is a limit of 5 per guest. So you cannot go up and buy the place and buy them out.
No, those people would go buy them out and then sell
you'll have to bring your whole family or something to do that.
Right outside the gates and be like, gingerbread cookies, 10 times the price.
And my final one, which is available now through January 8th, the cookies are also available right now through January 8th. I'm going with a savory one just to round it out at the Lamplight Lounge. They have a braised winter beef, so it's a slow braised beef with a carrot risotto and pea tendrils. Looks very sort of festive Christmassy, and I do want to try that. So I needed to throw something in that wasn't sugar.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean. Overwhelming.
And that, my friends, is everything, our top 5 favorites at each location. But as I said, there is so much. So definitely check out our blog post or our show notes because we've listed everything by location so you can sort of see what's where. There's so much cool stuff at sort of Gasparilla Island Grill and at Contempo Cafe. Pretty much everywhere there is great, delicious things. And there are so many churros at Disneyland. It's going to, make your mind spin for Christmas. All right, that is all the news this week. We will see you again next week. Thank you as always for dropping by. Follow along on social media at 1923 Main Street. And we'll see you again next week. Have a magical day.
Bye-bye.